If you've ever had an issue before with a parking fine or a parking charge or a penalty that's gone too far and the bailiffs have been involved, please subscribe to the channel because you'll be among people here who want to see an end put to the way innocent folk are treated when it comes to this sort of situation. Now, I want to call out a YouTuber, Richard Vobes, who many of you probably know, who had a very nasty experience several days ago. Now, at the moment, Richard isn't very well at all and is recovering from some kind of stomach issue, stroke stomach complaint, and I certainly wish him well and full recovery. But I want to speak specifically about the video that he put online, and this was the thumbnail that came with it. They came for me. You can see a picture of him there with police officers and what appears to be his van. And then the story was there was some kind of penalty that he apparently acquired from somewhere. And a little bit later down the line, he started receiving letters which were addressed to a variation of his name. He read it and he thought, well, that's not me. It's not the name on the envelope. And the case progressed to the point where some nasty people with clipboards, big black suits, rather mean looking, came round to try and get 500 quid out of him. Caused him a great deal of distress and discomfort. He was obviously ill, therefore feeling vulnerable. And it got to the point the police were getting involved and they even wanted to take his van. And Richard basically sat in his van. His keys were even taken from him by these bailiff people under duress. And he was told that if he paid the money, he'd get his keys back. And it got quite nasty. Eventually, they wore Richard down and he paid the money, only to get a phone call later on from these people saying that he paid the incorrect sum. So therefore, they'll cancel the payments after all this grief and he'll have to phone the office. So not a great situation to be involved in. Now, what's come out of this, and I'll put the video in the description below, the link for it, so you can go and see what Richard actually went through. What's come out of this is that there is no real process or no real backup for people that find themselves in this position. Because a lot of the time they go stomping in there. They just want their pound of flesh and don't care about anything else. Or, and a lot of the time people do not have the knowledge required to extract themselves from this situation. Richard has since done a follow-up where he said, we need some kind of beatthebailiffs.com type thing where people can go to and actually learn what they need to learn to provide them with the knowledge to get them out of this kind of trouble. It's, really very scary. And you can imagine them turning up to someone more vulnerable than Richard. It's not good. Now, he mentions Beat the Bailiffs. There is a site here called Beat the Bailiffs, which you can go on and Google on Facebook. And, well, you'll find it on Facebook, and you can also find a version of it on Google. And they cover all manner of things, including parking issues, fines issued, and they have a great number of templates on there to enable you to deal with this kind of situation, and stop it getting that far. I've had great success following their advice with various things over the years, and I'm currently going through something else at the moment. I can't tell you because of legal sub judice and all that sort of thing, but it really is bad. If you've had anything like this happen to you, please get in touch. We need to get to the bottom of it. And certainly follow this story because I'm sure it will develop. Richard seems very determined to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen to anyone else. And if you want to watch one of my other videos to do with council tax, credit cards, all that sort of thing, you can click on that one here. And I look forward to talking to you again soon on the next one.